The other thing about Tommy Rees, he will be involved in deciding who the quarterbacks actually, are with the Browns. He was asked a couple of times today about Jalen Milroe, whom he coached at Alabama. Rees was the offensive coordinator, Milroe his quarterback. Here's what he had to say today.
Listen, as a person, I have a lot of love for Jalen, a lot of respect for Jalen. Obviously, we went through an entire season together. And when you're the play caller and the quarterback, there's a great relationship there. But I'm really not going to expand much on anybody in the draft right now. And just know that I have a lot of love for Jalen as the man he is, and wish him all the best.
So Rees wouldn't talk about Milroe, but you go back to the season where he was the offensive coordinator for Alabama. Milroe was his quarterback leading up to the Rose Bowl game that year where they played the Michigan Wolverines. Here is what Rees had to say about the development he had seen from Milroe from the beginning of the season to the bowl game for the Tide.
Jalen's put in a lot of effort and work to improve his game. I think his overall control of the offense and what we're asking him to do. I mean, each week, like I said, we're trying to stack things up on top of each other and add to what we do and enhance what we do. And it's probably week 8 or 9. I kind of pulled him aside during a practice and I say, hey, it's pretty cool where we're at now, where we were 8 weeks ago. And look at all the things now that we're asking you to do, all these different things that now you're in control of. And, for a young quarterback that, he hadn't played a lot of football coming into the season, that's part of the progression. And all the credit goes to Jalen. I mean, the adversity he went through, the humility he handled it with, the ability to persevere and put his head down and work, to want to be better, to want to get better, to want the challenge of being the guy in front of the group, to want the challenge of we're going to continue to add to this thing and try to enhance your strengths. Again, all the credit goes to him. And so, to see him take control of the offense, to see him, as a passer develop, to see him be decisive in his ability to run the football, like all those steps were, his effort, his time on task, his work to put in. And again, like I talked about being proud of the entire group. That relationship with him, you don't get that experience very often.